Hello everybody and welcome back to another live stream. Today I'm going to be playing Would You Rather in Minecraft. So I know it's been a while. I've been busy and lazy. You know, both of those words come to mind when thinking about what I've been doing recently. But yeah, I decided it's the weekend. Gonna hop back on, do a stream here. And cause might as well, you know? Cause I want to play this and I hate playing things without making content on them. So yeah, here we go. So this would you rather? It says recording is allowed. Just saying, recording is allowed. All right. Yes, dudes. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. You can go check all those out. Follow me on Twitch. Spark on the roof when you get through. Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna be here and I'm gonna be just talking you through all my answers. Because that's what I do, you know, I talk a lot, don't worry. There's only 2 floors, third is optional. Okay, great. Would I rather get, that is, $100,000 now, or would I get $1 million in 5 years? Well, I'm gonna take this assuming that I live 5 more years, and I'd take the $1 million. Because I do not believe the interest rate on 100K would get me $1 million in 5 years. So I'm gonna take the 1 million 5 years. Okay. Would you rather be a carrot or be a pickle? Pickle Rick. Let's see here. Be a carrot or be a pickle. I think I'm gonna be a pickle because the popularity from a carrot to a pickle, I think carrots are more popular, so they're more likely to be eaten. So I'm gonna be a pickle. Would you rather see how you die, see who you will marry? See, the thing is, what if I don't marry anybody, you know? Then do I just see nothing? See how I will die? I definitely don't. See, the thing is, this is one of those ones where I'm choosing the lesser of 2 evils, because I definitely don't want to see how I die. You know, that's just, ugh. That's just, ugh. I'd think about it too much. So I'll see who I marry. Would I rather work as a secret hotel guest or work as a professional traveler? By the way, I've seen like a couple of these, but most of them I have not seen. Okay, just to preface that. Now this one I don't really understand. Work as a secret hotel guest or work as a professional traveler. I don't even know what professional travelers do. Like really, like why do I get paid as a Squid Games card? Which, by the way, I have seen the Squid Games. I'm sorry, it's a bit overhyped. It's a bit overhyped. It's good. That doesn't mean it's not good, but it's a bit overhyped in my opinion. Anyways, I really don't know what secret hotel guest is or how to be paid as a professional traveler, but I'm gonna work as a professional traveler. That sounds more fun. Live in the Walking Dead universe or live in the Game of Thrones universe. So I haven't seen either of these. But here's the thing. I know both these shows, a lot of people die. Okay. So where do I die the least? The Walking Dead, I feel like I'm gonna be guaranteed to die. But Game of Thrones, I feel like there's some normal-ish places where I can live. So Game of Thrones. Alright, would I rather be naked all the time or never leave your house/apartment? See, the thing is, this would eventually get normal for me, you know, if you do it enough. But the problem is some dude just popped up. Okay, everywhere I go though, I'd have to be like, oh, man, look, it's just a thing, you know, they have to do. I just have to be naked all the time, right? Never leave my house/apartment. I mean, I do that regularly, man. You know? But the problem is, I'll never be able to experience the world, you know? And that stink. But so would being naked all the time. But I'm probably gonna have to go with this one. Alright. That's Discord. Get a channel bag. Or get a famous person's shoes. Is that Chanel? Is that supposed to be Chanel? Sorry, I don't know big brands. I think it's Chanel because that's not how channel's spelled. You say this Chanel, right? Yes.
Chanel.
Yeah, Chanel. Chanel. which I don't even know what the heck. It's a fashion company. Okay, I've heard of Chanel. I just never knew what it was before this. So you know, the more you learn. I'm gonna get a famous person shoes. If I get to pick, I mean, I want some signed Stephen Curry's. You know. Would I rather have a private island, have a penthouse in the Bahamas? It's whichever one is valued more, like has more monetary value, because I'd sell it. So like the island, it depends on how big the island is and its location. Have a penthouse in the Bahamas. Hi, Middle Frog. I know you from my Discord. And by the way, you know, I recently looked into Beamers, and they just reset the map back to the old map, which it's a bit of a lazy move in my opinion. But yeah, I would play a Minecraft thing, but honestly, I do not know what to play. So if you have any suggestions, I'm all for it. Because literally, Cogens hasn't changed in a while, and Beamers, they've just reset it back to what it used to be. So yeah. But I'd rather penthouse in the Bahamas. Would you rather lose your arms or lose your legs? I'm just thinking of everything I can do with my legs and without my arms, and vice versa. Like, gut reaction, it's losing my legs. Because I like my hands a lot. I like my hands and arms a lot. Because, like, I can't really do stuff. Because, like, I can still get wheeled around in a wheelchair, you know? And that'll still work. But if I lose my arms, you know, I guess people would still do the stuff for me, but I couldn't do anything, so it'd probably be lose my legs. Okay. Okay. Be 4 feet tall, be 10 foot tall. 10 feet tall. Let's assume I was healthy in both options. If I was like perfectly healthy in both options and wasn't suffering from any side effects of either or, I'd be 10 feet tall. 10 feet tall. Would you rather be near death or hear everything? The thing is, if you heard everything, nothing would sound normal, you know? If you're near death. How near death is the question, you know? It's probably, yeah, hear everything. Live 200 years longer, live 100 years strong. Live 100 years strong as Superman, or just live 200 years longer. Live 100 years strong as Superman. Duh, that one's easy. Because, I mean, like, you know how much power Superman has? There's no such thing as kryptonite. But yeah, there's no real world equivalent of it. So, I mean, you know, there's barely any side effects. Live an extra 25 years longer, or live a life without the need to sleep. Oh gosh. 25 years longer? Without the need to sleep. Without easy, okay. If I didn't have to sleep, oh my gosh, bro, I'd be doing so much. Just so much. Alright. Prevent World War II. Win a life-changing amount of money in the lottery. I'd rather win a life-changing amount of money in the lottery. Because, preventing World War II, it sounds selfish, but, like, because it is selfish. But, like, preventing World War II is not going to do anything for me. You know? Like, World War II is a horrible thing, but history is history, you know? Like, this could change my life, you know? Life-changing amount of money, okay? Be a character in Lord of the Rings, be a character in Harry Potter, easy. Also, I've never really seen Lord of the Rings, so I don't even know what that consists of. Be in a rock band, be in a boy band. Be in a boy band. Never play computer games again, never watch a video on a computer again. See, the thing is, I watch more than I play, so I'd never play computer games again. There's a switch again. Work as an accountant, work as a garbage man. Work as an accountant. Would you rather only use a Mac, only use a Windows PC? I would rather only use a Windows PC. Because, so, here's my take that I've always presented on Mac versus Windows. Macs can do everything a Windows can. They're just simpler on the surface. Like if I had to buy my grandmother a PC, I'd buy her a Mac because they're just easier to use, you know. A Windows PC are more complicated, you know, in my opinion. This is just how I view things. So yeah, they're more complicated than a Mac is, but Macs can still do the same thing. And also, but the main reason why I use a Windows over a Mac, if I only got to use one, because I get to use both of them, but if I only get to use one, it's because the Windows are more universal than a Mac. Cause like, you know, if for example schoolwork, you know, you do that. I own a Windows device to do schoolwork because it's so much more convenient than having a Mac. Because you know Mac still gets PowerPoint, you know, just Keynote's the primary one and stuff. It's not optimized as much, so yeah, Windows. Listen to everything but your favorite musician to artist. Listen to only your favorite musician / artist. Listen to only my favorite musician / artist, which right now it's Polo G. Shout out to you, dog. I know you'll never see the shout out, but I like your music. You're a real one. You keep revealing songs, that's why I like you the best. Sorry, staying hydrated. I'm talking a lot. Have a Pepsi, have a Coke. I don't like soda. So, I'm gonna have a Pepsi. No reason, really. Never read another book. Never hear another song. I don't read enough books anyways, so I'd never read another book. Only read romance novels. Only read textbooks. Only read textbooks. Have to drive a pink moped for the next 2 years. Wrestle an alligator 1 time. Is this assuming I live with no fatal injuries? I don't drive anyways, so yeah, let's drive a pink moped. Be allergic to peanut butter, be allergic to chocolate, be allergic to peanut butter. I don't really love peanut butter that much. But I was thinking like health benefits. If I was allergic to chocolate, I wouldn't eat it. Which honestly, I don't eat too much. But yeah, it's still a thing. Constantly stumble while walking. Constantly stutter when speaking. Constantly stumble when walking. I talk too much, and I hate it when I I hate it when I stutter at all, really, when I talk. Because I like to sound professional and business-like, you know? I use so a lot, though. Just to bridge gap and give me a moment to think. And yeah, okay. You be bald, have really long hair. I'd rather have really long hair. Be a pain to deal with, but I don't really want to be bald. Sorry, no offense. Live in isolation. Face your biggest fear once a month. Oh gosh. The question is, what is my biggest fear? Oh gosh, it depends on how that's. It depends on how that's like done, you know. Because in my opinion, my biggest fear is failure. I hate failing. I know it's a thing in life, but my biggest fear is failure. As long as it's not failing anything big. But maybe that's my biggest fear, you know, failing something big. Live in isolation. See, it says face your biggest fear once a month. How do... It's hard to face that. Okay, yeah, let's just go. It'd be this. Okay. Have a head the size of a tennis ball. Have a head the size of a watermelon. Have the head the size of a watermelon. Because just like storage capacity of the brain. And it's also, I feel like it'd be better if stuff was bigger than smaller, because that would limit the amount of space I can have for functions to perform. Stop showering, stop brushing your teeth. I'd rather stop brushing my teeth. Wait, no, switch that. Nah, I'd rather stop showering, because I can still bathe. Take a bath, yep. Would you rather never be able to touch blue and never be able to touch red? What? That okay? That's such a random question. Never be able to touch blue. Never be able to touch red. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with blue because my favorite color is red. But I'd probably paint everything. I just have to paint everything not blue. Would you rather always look like you're 8 months pregnant, or be super skinny? I'd rather be super skinny. Would you rather have unlimited respect, have unlimited power? You know, I've always said in life, you know, I don't need people to like me. I just want people to respect me, you know? So that could go along with this, but man, power is just something that every human being wants, you know? Cause power is what drives the world. Power is what drives the world. So I'd have unlimited power. Would you rather have 20 million subs on YouTube, produce a blockbuster action movie? Depends on how much the blockbuster action movie made. What's the definition? Blockbuster. Like, just super popular? Or does it have like a more specific definition here? Just great commercial success. But I could lose those subs. I'd produce a blockbuster action movie, assuming most of the revenue gained went to me. Would I rather have infinite underwater breath, have infinite running capacity, Would I rather get 50 watches, get 50 suits, get, whichever one's more expensive, but probably get 50 watches, them Rolexes, you know. Would I rather marry at the age of 10, never marry at all? Depends on who, you know. Obviously, I don't really have a problem at marrying at the age of 10. It's just like, I don't even know if I would want to anyways, you know. So for now, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go never marry at all right now. Chill with Eminem or chill with Jay-Z. I don't really know either of their personalities. Sorry, you know. I don't really like their type of rap, you know. Cause Polo G's got more like a smooth hip hop type vibe. But just based on the fact that this dude's name is Eminem, which is like a candy, I'm gonna go with him. Only use rap for the rest of your life. Only use YouTube for the rest of easy YouTube. Skip winter, skip summer, skip winter, please. I know, I'm sorry. We're missing out on Christmas, but I'm still young. I'm in the prime of my life. Okay, maybe, probably not. Hopefully not, but summer vacation. I love summer vacation too much. That's why it's my favorite. Summer's my favorite season because of summer vacation. So we're gonna go with that. Get 50 bags, like 50 Ks, 50 Gs. Get 50 hues. Wait, this is such a loose question. Get 50 bags? Yeah, here's your 50 Walmart sacks. Like, what do you mean? I'm gonna assume, okay. I'm gonna assume like high-end, you know, Louis Vuitton bags, you know. But we're gonna go with 50 shoes. Be smart and unlucky. Be dumb and really lucky. Now, dumb or ignorant? Because those have two different connotations, honestly. But be smart and unlucky. Would you rather never be able to hear your favorite song again, never be able to watch your favorite movie again? I don't even really know what my favorite movie is. And honestly, I don't know if I'd ever watch it again, whatever it was. I don't watch movies a lot. Why are all these songs Rickrolls, by the way, in the background? Well, I'm just gonna go watch my favorite movie. Whatever it may be. Living on Libra? Libra? I don't know. Library, where books are only form of entertainment. Okay, live in a prison cell where you have access to any TV channel. See, I'm thinking of these from like the most basic definition, like no loopholes, because it'd say, oh, well, I'm living in a prison cell, the prison cell is just my own house, or I'm living in a prison cell, the prison cell is just a metaphor for society as a whole, you know, and the hopeless cage that we're trapped in or whatever. But, I'm gonna take it as base definition where I'm in a prison cell. I just have STV. I don't want to get beat up in prison, so I'm gonna go live in the library. Be a Super Saiyan, be a Jedi Master. What level of Super Saiyan do I get? Is the real question here. So if I'm a Super Saiyan, I don't know, I just get like a ton of power. If I'm a Jedi Master, I get the Force, I guess, and I'm going with that. Have supernatural strength, have supernatural intelligence. I'm going to have supernatural intelligence. Be permanently muted, amputate one of your arms. Jeez. Be permanently muted. Just because, again, I like my arms, you know, I like doing stuff, like, I like the ability to have two hands, you know. I do a lot of things with my arms, like, you know, play video games, type, do work, everything like that. And, like, be permanently muted, you know. I guess learn sign language, you know. Or get, like, a text-to-speech bot. Would you rather use Instagram for the rest, use only Instagram for the rest of your life, use only Facebook for the rest of your life, use only Instagram for the rest of my life, have paparazzi follow you around, reveal a different secret about yourself weekly. I don't have too much to hide, you know, but have paparazzi follow me around. Like, I don't even think that's much of a pain, honestly. I'm not that famous, so, you know, it wouldn't even matter too much anyways. I'm okay with paparazzi following me around, honestly. So I'm gonna go with that, just in case there's a secret I can't think about. And also that means I can't hide anything if I needed to. Would you rather die here or live long enough to... Huh? Whoa. It's, would you rather die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain? That's how the quote goes. Long enough to see yourself become a god. What? I'm just gonna die a hero. Forget who you are, forget who everyone you know is. I'd rather forget who everyone I know is. Which I feel like that's an unpopular one that I go with. But like, I feel like I know who I am, man, you know, I'm pretty confident in myself. And, you know, if I forgot who I was, I feel like I'd be worried about, like, man, what was the old me like, you know? I'd be living with a bit of split personality disorder, you know? And I could relearn who everyone I know is, you know? So, yeah, I'd rather do that. I don't think I could remember who I am. But I'd rather have no thumbs, only have thumbs. See, the thumbs are an opposable digit, right? So they allow you to grab things. If it was just your 4 fingers, you know, it'd be a lot harder, you know? Only having thumbs, though, is just a lot of opposable digits, I guess. But assuming they take the place of your other fingers, so you just have, like, smaller fingers, really? Like, how will I press spacebar on my keyboard, you know? Like this, okay? I'd probably rather only have thumbs. Be weird, but yeah. Have a blind date with a homeless person, that's not so bad. Kiss a homeless person. Have a blind date with a homeless person. Yeah. Neither of those options are really that horrible. So this is, yeah, that's fine. Whether they believe in God, renounce God, and have $1 billion. Oh gosh, that's a hard one for me. Because I am a Christian. And $1 billion is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. But, you know, you gotta stay with it, man, because in my opinion, God will come in the end one day, and, we'll all live happily ever after with him if you choose to. I don't want to force my beliefs down you guys' throat. I'm not trying to make you believe in God. I'm not trying to tell you should believe in God. None of that. I am very much so pro-choice. If you do not want to believe in God, I respect your opinion, and I am happy for you that you got $1 billion. But it's honestly tough for me, because $1 billion is $1 billion. But yeah, I believe in God. So yeah. But again, I'm pro-choice. Completely pro-choice. You do you. I want you to do whatever you want to do, as long as it doesn't affect me, there's a lot of things going on in this world nowadays, and I'm like, man, why should I care what other people do with their bodies, as long as it doesn't affect me, You can do what you want, you can say what you want, you can believe what you want, but why should I, say for example, if you are transgender, why should I care if you're transgender if it doesn't affect me, You go out there, you live your best life, man? You do you. I'm pro-choice. So that's what I'll say. Alright, would I rather live without my phone or live without my computer? I would rather... yeah, this is easy. I'd rather live without my computer. Because I can just get an iPad, and literally, you can plug a SIM card in that sucker, and you can make calls on that, and you can get 4G on that too, so yeah. Would I rather have clean clothes that don't match? Oh, I have dirty clothes that match. That's a stupid question. I'd rather have clean clothes. Would I rather live in ancient Rome, live in ancient Greece? See, the thing is, different parts of Rome were very different, and ancient Greece I don't know enough about. So as long as I'm not living in Sparta, I'd probably rather live in Athens, so I'm gonna go live in Rome. Work 10 hours a day, 4 days a week, work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, so you'll work in the same amount of time. I'd rather work 10 hours a day for 4 days a week, which, by the way, okay, I'm gonna constantly preach, oh gosh, I could probably fall down there, but I'm gonna constantly preach this, because I am a teenager in American society who has to go to school for 7 hours a week, for 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, from 8 to 3, and I get the weekend, and even on the weekends I probably have to do homework. Give me a sec. Okay, sorry, I had to go blow my nose and grab something else. Which, speaking of which, I do currently have COVID right now. So yeah. So I'm not making it out of this pandemic scotch-free. But yeah. Was the last question the Rome? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. We push our students too hard. Cause think about it. Like, bro, we got our students out here, working 35 hours a week when they're kids, Like, man, let a kid be a kid. Jeez. Like, we gotta push them into society already. Which, okay, it's in my opinion, it's rough. It's rough. But I'd rather work 4 hours, 4 days a week, 10 hours. Less days. Fight a crocodile with a bow, fight an elephant with a shotgun. Fight an elephant with a shotgun. I can actually use a shotgun. Own a McLaren P1, own a private jet. Always get stuck in traffic, always have really bad internet. Always get stuck in traffic. Control the emotion of those around you, control the weather. Control the emotion of those around me. That's way more powerful than just controlling the weather, I can make somebody super mad or somebody super happy, That's okay. Also, like, I'm still on floor 1, and we got that many to go. So, yeah, we're probably gonna be here for a while. yell a swear word between every word, get punched in the face after every swear. I don't swear, so yeah, it's easy. Have a big belly. Have 3 chins. See, I'm already like, I would call myself fat, you know. Like as far as it goes, I probably would call myself fat, you know. So yeah. So I already have a big belly. Have 3 chins. Does that mean like I have like, you know, like a double chin, and then it's just a triple chin, or like I have 3 chins all going in different directions? Cause that's a bit scary. So I have a big belly, cause I already do. Have fire breath. Poop chocolate. Okay. I mean, that's a weird one. I mean, I'm thinking like if I poop chocolate, right? Is it gonna come out the same as when I, when I poop normally now? Excrete, I guess. Have fire breath. Like, I guess it's just like a dragon. Like I choose when I have fire breath. If it's that, I'm gonna go with that. But poop chocolate, if I'm on a desert island somewhere, I'd probably poop chocolate. Cause if it's waste, you know, that's easy to get back. You know, I would never have to buy food again. You know. Oh, that's a shout. I would never have to buy food again. Huh. But fire breath, I can protect myself, and that's cool. And I don't plan on being poor, anyways. Work a minimum wage job for the rest of your life. Live in the wilderness for the rest of my life. Work a minimum wage job for the rest of my life, I guess. See, it says live in the wilderness for the rest of your life. No, that doesn't imply that I don't. At first, I was like, that doesn't imply that I die. Which, yeah, I actually could, because it's just the rest of my life, which I don't know how long that is. So, work a minimum wage job for the rest of my life. Get 4 hours sleep per night. So I get to do stuff for 9 hours a day, or 20 hours a day, but you're working on 4 hours of sleep. Oh, wait, I work on 5 hours of sleep and 6 hours of sleep. Like, I work on 7 to 5 hours of sleep a lot of times, which is horrible for my health. But yeah, I get 50 hours of sleep per night. Yeah. As long as like my life allowed it. Be an excellent singer. Be a super writer. Be a super writer. I'm assuming that means being an excellent writer. I really don't have a passion, like a big whole passion for writing, and I don't really have a passion for singing either. But I definitely feel like it's easier to become famous in the music industry. No, I can't say that. I was gonna say I'd rather be an excellent singer. Yeah, let's just end it there. I'd rather give a follow on Twitch. Go follow to Lucian Crown 1234 on Twitch. Yeah, I'd rather go follow me on Twitch. But I'm gonna go left. Would I rather lose my sight, lose your hearing? So this one is a common one that I have thought about before, and I would rather lose my hearing because my sight's really important to me. But speaking of which, I'll probably get LASIK someday, honestly, because my vision's pretty trash, honestly, which is pretty sad. But yeah, because like they make like you can still use sign language if you're deaf, you know, but if you're blind, you get like a cane, right? And then you can use like a tad bit of echolocation, you know, but I don't think there's many tools that can help you when you're blind as when you're deaf, in my opinion. Where like choose your religion, change your religion, or change your political party. I'd rather change my political party because I don't have one. Which, by the way, one thing that I really just hate about politics is just like, bro, people are so stupid when it comes to politics. Like, like, people get into these massive arguments about politics, And it's just so stupid, dude. Which you could say the thing about sports debates, because I love debating sports. The thing about sports debate is, though, it's not real. It doesn't matter if I say Julio Jones is a garbage receiver. That doesn't affect Julio Jones, you know? But if you go out there and you blab your mouth about how great X person is or how bad X person is, you know, it could actually affect somebody. It will affect somebody else's views, you know, in a one way or the other, you know? Arguing and just having a screaming fest doesn't get you anywhere in politics. And it's just, oh my gosh. It's so annoying to listen to. Because politicians, lordy, they don't say a good thing about the other candidate. It's, oh my gosh. And then on top, like for example, you know, you got these people who support Trump, you know, and they're and they just go on and on about how horrible Biden is and how they rigged the election and this and that. Which, preface, you know, I don't know. I don't know whether or not that happened, you know, but like me looking at it logically, right? Let's say Biden did rig the election, right? Don't you think somebody would have found out? I mean, we have half the country that's like just strong Republicans, you know? And if Biden rigged the election, trust me, like those people, they would find out. Gosh, they would put everybody to work on it. They would know. Like, in my opinion, I just think how crazy people are about politics, you know, they'd find out. Now, I don't really like either of the presidential candidates, you know, but the thing is, another thing I hate about politics, thank you, is if I'm Republican, I can't seem to find a good person on the Democratic side, you know? Like, I'm saying, okay, that's a horrible way to phrase things. If let's say I believe in them, you know, I had a Republican view on things, right? I would never vote for a Democratic president. And that's one thing I hate. People are more tied to a political side than they are a person. Okay? In my opinion, you should change. You should vote for the person, not the political party. And that's... Sorry, I vote for Biden. Alright? I know that's not... I don't think... I think some people like it. Well, I can tell you, half people hate it, half people like it. But I vote for Biden just because I do not believe Trump is a good person. I think he's very rude, you know. I do not think he's very presidential, you know. I do respect what he's done for this country and this nation, though. I know he's helped economic states a lot, you know. But I personally respect him, but I personally do not like him as a person. You know, I don't love Biden either, but I do not believe he's as bad as Trump is when it comes to a lot of this stuff. Because I believe Trump has done a lot of bad things, and so has Biden. But, you know, that's just the way that I see it, you know. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of people that disagree with me. But I personally believe that you should vote for a person and not for a political party. Because then people get so attached to one side that they cannot see the other. Because it's so hard in this day and age to find a unbiased news source. Because everywhere you look, there's somebody that's trying to push their own agenda to gain more power. You know, all I want is just straight facts, okay? That's all I want, but it's so hard to get nowadays. But yeah, that, and one last note here. is when people are like that and they just sound crazy and they're just all on this belief of this, and that, and how horrible X candidate is, you know, what it does is it pushes people to the far one side or the other, far left, far right. You know, let's say, for example, you have people like screaming at Trump how horrible he is. You know, that pushes people to the far right. You know, there's no in between anymore. You have to go one way or the other. Just you firmly believe there's no admitting you're wrong in this world, and there's no changing your belief in this world. Those are two things that are for sure in politics, and that's what I hate about politics. Because I think it's okay to do in sports debates, because it's not real. But in politics, it matters too much to this country when we're just doing that and hating on these people. But yeah, that's my rant for today. Alright. Where are the only Chinese food? I'll eat Mexican food. I'd rather only eat Chinese food. Okay, there you go. Gotta drink a lot of water after that one. So you read the next question. I would rather only drink, because I can get enough food in, and I need the water. 80s are more recent. No real, like, actual thing. Well, it doesn't say be able to turn invisible, so you're just invisible. So I'd rather be able to fly, by the way. That ruins the sign. I'd be able to fly. I mean, I'd rather give it my birthday. Yeah, because Christmas is something more than one person can celebrate, so yeah. I'd rather do that. Work as a chocolate tester, work as a mattress tester. I'd rather work as a mattress tester. Save my money. Just save my money in general. Always have long fingernails. Alright, here we go. Would I rather give a prime sub to give a prime sub? Neither. Would I rather, sorry, great job making this map, but yeah, nah. Would I rather have a forward time machine, have a backwards time machine? Now think about the forward time machine, you know, I could find out what companies do really well, what to invest in, and what to watch out for. But I just want to prove something to myself, so I'm going to have a backwards time machine. I want to know some stuff about the past. Be Napoleon, be Julius Caesar. I mean, assuming I got to live out their career, I'd rather be Napoleon. Yeah. Napoleon a goat, man. Napoleon's one of the best war generals of all time. It literally took, what was it, the War of Alliances, like, part 7 or something, to defeat this dude. Like, my man was goated, okay? Him and Hitler, honestly, some of the best to ever do it. In a military stance, okay, just calm down. Okay. Which, by the way, Hitler shot himself in the foot. He should have really won World War II. The dummy didn't stop. Like, dude. I swear, you dummies, you always have to fight a battle in Russia. By the way, the two goats, Napoleon and Hitler, had to go be idiots and fight a battle in Russia that they just had to lose. You never fight, rules of combat, never fight a battle in Russia, never do it. Alright. Now, what again? Learn every date in history. I'd rather learn every day in history, because that's cool. It'd be time consuming, but I'd do it. Be as you are now, get 100 million, but have a 5% chance of death. Get 100 million, but have a 5% chance of death. 5% isn't a ton. You know, it's 1 out of every 20, you know. And it's 100 million, and that could change my life, you know. It would make me set for the future, you know. So yeah, I'd definitely be willing to do it. Would I rather die in space? Never leave planet Earth. Never leave planet Earth, I guess. Die in space? I don't know why that was up there, okay. Would you rather never be able to leave your native country? Never be able to drive? My native country isn't a great place. So, well, I don't think I'm ready to share my race yet. So, yeah. So I'd rather never be able to drive. I don't drive anyways. Be buff, have more free time. I have plenty of free time. I always say that I don't though. Be buff. Be unable to experience sadness. Be unable to experience anger. I'd rather be unable to experience anger. There's no reason I need to get mad in life. Be a high school teacher, be a college professor, be a high school teacher. Yeah. Both I wouldn't want to be either, really. But yeah. By the way, high school teacher, I don't have to know as much as a college professor. Fight Rocky Balboa. Fight Ivan Drago. I've heard of Rocky Balboa, and I've heard of both these people, and I don't really know who they are. Okay, well this guy's real, this guy's fake, so I'd rather fight him. Drive a Porsche, drive a Ferrari. I'd rather drive a Ferrari. Work a 9 to 5 job, work 9 p.m. Yeah. Kill a person to your left, kill a person to your right. Nobody's standing near me either way. Kill a person to my left, I guess. Lose your preferred thumb. Lose the index and middle finger of your preferred hand. Yeah, probably lose my preferred thumb. Work as a cop, work as a fireman. Work as a fireman. Cops have a scarier job, sorry. Be able to fly at walking speed. Be able to run at the speed of cars. Be able to run at the speed of cars. Cars can run 200 miles, or cars can go 200 plus miles an hour. Always have mud on your shoes. Always have a pebble in your shoe. Always have mud on my shoes. It didn't say how much. Eat pancakes, eat waffles, eat waffles. I'm a waffle person. Not be able to stand, not be able to sit, not be able... I'd rather not be able to sit, because I can lay down still. Be thrown in a pit of scorpions, be sent into space without enough oxygen. I'm kind of scared of bugs, honestly. And scorpions, oh gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh, be sent... But the thing is, I could live in that option. But I'd probably rather do this. If I had to die, I'd probably rather die that way. Check your email first every morning. Check your social networks every morning. I'd rather check my email first every morning. Have you everything you wanted and die in a year? Live life, man. Have everything you... I mean, this is such a loophole-y question. Have everything I wanted and die in a year? If I had everything I wanted, I'd want to live another year. And honestly, if I got to have everything I wanted, would I really need to live more? You know? Because if I got everything I wanted, wouldn't I have lived a full and satisfying life? You know? Just something to think about. I'd probably have everything I want and live in a year, die in a year. Professional skier. I feel like injury rates less likely on that side. Hair covering your whole body. Okay, so this is similar to the other question. And I do have hair covering my whole body. They didn't say how much, but I do have hair covering my whole body. Well, I'm not exactly my whole body. I'm assuming this is like visible hair that's covering my whole body. I'd rather be bald in this one. Captured by pirates at sea, be captured by a tribe in the jungle. Tribe in the jungle. Pirates at sea. They can probably speak English. And tribe in the jungle just feels like I'm going to be some human ritual. Ski in the mountains, vacation on the beach, vacation on the beach. Work for Apple, work for Google. Work for Apple. Never wear shoes, never be able to drive. I would never be able to drive. Because again, I can just Uber everywhere, man. I'm not too worried about driving thing. Have a lot of time, but no freedom. Have freedom, but no time. That's a very interesting question with a lot of loose ends. Have a lot of time, but no freedom. Or have freedom, but no time. If I have no time, what's the point of freedom? I'd probably rather have freedom but no time. Because if I had a lot, that just sounds neutral. Have freedom but no time. Well, I had no time left. What could I do, you know? But having a lot of time but no freedom, that sounds like, oh well, I got a lot of time left, but I don't have any freedom, so I'm forced to do whatever they want. Being able to open doors unassisted. Being able to climb stairs unassisted. Being able to climb stairs unassisted. Because most places legally have to have a ramp somewhere. Control your dreams. Watch them the next day. Control my dreams. Live with no electronics. Live with no friends. No, most people are like, "Eh, man, you gotta really think. You actually have to think about this. Like, jeez, come on, man." Live with no electronics. I do use my electronics a lot. It's the thing, you know. Fine, I'd rather live with no electronics. Read minds, speak thoughts out loud. What? Bro, this is so much more beneficial. Read minds. Have a high salary in a job you hate. Have a low salary in a job you love. Have a low salary in a job I love. Easy. Easy. Work at the FBI, work at the CIA. I don't really know what each one does, so I couldn't really tell you. But CIA sounds cooler. Central Intelligence Agency, or whatever the heck it is. Never have to untangle my headphone wires again. Yeah. Have a nice house in a bad neighborhood. Have the worst house in a nice neighborhood. Have the worst house in a nice neighborhood because it's all about location, location, location when it comes to real estate. Would you rather work as an esports player, work as a YouTuber? Would you rather only be able to speak via a translator, only speak when asked a question? Only speak when asked a question. Only have access to YouTube on the internet, only play games on the internet. Only have access to YouTube on the internet, I like YouTube too much. Always be late, always be unprepared. That's a good one. That's a good one. Well, you can get fired for both. I would always be late. Because, at least if I'm late and I'm prepared, right, I can have it, sorry, you know, I can come up with some stupid excuse. But if I'm unprepared, ooh, that's bad. Fight Jackie Chan, fight Jet Li. Fight Jackie Chan because it sounds cooler. Be allergic to babies, be allergic to elderly people. I don't really like babies that much. So I'd rather be allergic to babies. Live in an abandoned bomb shelter. Live in an isolated tower. Live in an isolated tower. Own a villa. Own a penthouse. What constitutes a villa, huh? Sorry, I know I gotta look a lot of these up, but I just don't know half these things. Yeah. I'd rather own a villa. Have a personal driver. Have a Lamborghini. I would rather have a personal driver. As much as I love going, La Lamborghini, La Lamborghini. Boy, I know you see me in my Lamborghini. Get paid to read every book. Get paid to watch every TV show. Get paid to watch every TV show.
Hungry, I move with a passion. Elegance all in my fashion. list, I be smashing. Making my diamonds, they dancing. Want me to check out deposit. Cash out whenever I cash it. There ain't no pressure, believe me. I'm about to make it look easy.